My name is Earl Hackett. I'm automated logistics specialist in the United States Army. For those that don't know, I did everything from battalion supply to, well, it's all about logistics, from moving people to vehicles to food to whatever is needed in the field. I did 4 years and 4 years active. Well, 4 years active, 4 years National Guard. It can be a little challenging simply because being in the military, everything is so structured. Everything is structured military. So coming back into civilian life, you don't have that same type of structure. So any vet that is served any length of time, they're used to a certain way of doing things. And the hardest part is coming to a place that you're not seeing the same setup, you know, the same regiment, I should say, and being as though that is a lot of vets. Like I said, we get used to a certain thing, and coming back it's a little getting used to, because nobody speaks the same, they don't move the same, you know, there are different standard operating procedures that go from once you leave the military. You don't have the same procedure, although you might do the same type of job, it's just different. So getting used to that was probably the hardest thing. Well, the benefits for anyone hiring a vet is, one, you have someone who is all about making it right, doing it by the letter, by the book, following direction. You have a lot of vets that, depending on their position, rank, they had to move up. So you had to do things in a structure that there was no deviation. You couldn't go left or right unless you were told to. So to hire a vet, you would get that in that person. A lot of vets are self-motivated simply because being in the field, things come up. Being back in the rear, things come up, and you have to be able to work on the fly. So if things change, you don't skip a beat, you don't miss anything, because the employer is looking for you to looking for a certain thing to get done. And with a vet, because we've been trained to do certain things, to act in certain ways, the job will continue to move on without a hiccup, because we've been trained to make sure things happen, with, you know, to make the mission, to complete the mission. Any company that is worth their salt should look at hiring a vet, simply because it gives that vet an opportunity to continue to give. It allows that vet to continue to be the person they signed up for whenever they decided to go into the military. Because as we know, the military is voluntary. These jobs that are coming up, they're voluntary as well. So you take what the military has given us, and you can bet that you'll get that same motivation, the skill set, the enthusiasm. It'll be an honor for that person to work for someone who says, yeah, we hire vets because we know what they did. Back in the days, vets coming home from Vietnam and different places weren't looked at as, you know, top tier people. Today, things are changing. So anybody who wants to hire a vet, or who's looking to hire vets, or the reason you should hire a vet, is because, one, it gives them something to look forward to every day after coming home and no longer being able to do what they were trained to do. But now that you have them, or now that they have an ability to come into your business, they'll give you that same energy, and it'll be a benefit. And I guarantee that that job that they have from that business will thrive. Because as I said, and I can't stress it enough, when you get a vet, you have the same person from before, you have them now, because there's this thing that kicks in with us, that when me meeting you for the first time, you need me, I'm there. And that goes for anybody. And I don't care how long they've been out of the military, I don't care if they served way back when. We still have that same mentality, that mindset. And going into these jobs, it's guaranteed, you're guaranteed to get it. There'll be no questions, ifs, ands, or buts. You got a good employee when you hire a vet.